What's going on? It's your observant lineman, Uche Waneri, and as you can see, I got some nice old Jaguar threads on. But today, wow, again, another player has been given a 4-game ban for performance-enhancing drugs, and this time, it's a player who's pretty notable. Tennessee Titans left tackle Taylor Lewan, who does generally have a little bit of a beef with some players on the Jaguar squad. So definitely, this is definitely going to help the Jags. Says he's officially been suspended 4 games for violating the NFL policy on performance-enhancing substances, the league announced Friday. Now, of course, if you're paying attention to how this guy's played over the past few seasons, been a very aggressive, very quick to be confrontational kind of player with guys out on the field, always in the mix of things whenever there's a little bit of a heated moment on the field with other players. It doesn't come as a surprise for me to see that he's looking at a 4-game ban. I mean, it makes sense. Now, it says Lewan acknowledged last month that he had tested positive for banned substance Osterine, but said he would appeal the results. Now, a little bit more information on how the NFL operates with their drug testing. There is no way to get around an NFL drug test. The system that they use to test for elevated levels in the blood, they create a baseline at the beginning of the season. They take a little blot of blood. They create a baseline for you. They compare those baselines to the norms, both in society and in the athletic realm. So if you're a player who has a bit of an elevated level of, testosterone or what have you, they don't really look at that and say, oh, he must be taking something. What they probably find in the blood and in the urine is they find hormones that are used to lower your levels back to more normal standards based on what you find out in society. So with that, they kind of create a fail-safe for any false positives for players who have elevated levels of testosterone and things of the nature, because everybody's different. Everybody's body operates a little bit differently. But it looks like this guy is going to be sitting for 4 games, and he's going to lose 4 checks. It says he became the league's highest paid offensive lineman last season after signing a 5-year, $80 million deal which included $50 million in guaranteed money. The Titans open up the season with a tough stretch of games that includes the Browns, the Colts, the Jaguars, and the Falcons. So this guy, because he wanted to get an edge in football, this guy, left tackle Taylor Lewan, who likes to go out there and talk shit on the field and fight with players, turns out he's dirty. Turns out he tries to get an edge on the field from an unfair origin, from using substances that the league has clearly banned. And the NFL says this, and they say it to us every year. Every year I was in the league, they would tell us this in a meeting, because they actually have meetings about drug testing. You, as a player, are 100% responsible for what goes into your body. If you don't know, that is no excuse. You are responsible. They don't care if it wasn't labeled. You are responsible for what goes in your body. So regardless of what he wants to say about appealing and all that, that don't mean shit. He knows what he took. And if he doesn't know what he took, then he's an idiot, because he shouldn't be taking shit you don't know what it is. But this is going to hurt the Titans. This is a team that's trying to get over the hump. Much like Jacksonville is trying to get over that hump and return to prominence in the AFC. And the AFC South used to be the hardest division in the NFL. 3 playoff teams out of the 4 when I played with Jacksonville. But again, I just look at this and I say, this is a guy who I've seen him in highlights, and I've seen him in his little situations he's had with Jalen Ramsey in Jacksonville. I've seen how he runs up in there Whenever there's a situation on the field, he runs in there puffing his chest out. This explains a lot of that. Somebody who's got a little bit extra juice in their system has the kind of energy to do that. Because I'll tell you right now, as an offensive lineman, I don't be having no energy to be running out there trying to fight guys in the middle of the game. I don't have that kind of energy. I have energy for the task at hand and for communicating with my teammates at the line of scrimmage. I don't got no time to be running around the field trying to act like the tough guy, because these DBs are small. They got the energy to run around like that. You know what I'm saying? These linebackers, they can do that. But us linemen, no, it's too much energy just to move, much less try and fight somebody. Shoot, I'm getting back to the huddle so I can get ready for the next play. But yeah, this guy is going to be sitting out 4 games. And honestly, I think, this is probably going to be an eye opener for him. And I hope it teaches him a lesson. I hope it humbles his ass a little bit, because he's not very humble if you listen to him and if you pay attention to how he is on the field. So, yeah, once again, NFL reports that Tennessee Titans left tackle Taylor Lewan sitting out 4 games, performance enhancing drugs. That's everything here from the Observant Lineman. Hit the like button if you like this video, and stay tuned for the next TOL. Peace.